excerpt was taken from the second Full and Bloom interview with producer Tom Werman. More info at fullandbloom.com. How hard was that Poison record to make? Open Up and Say Ahh.
It was hard, but they were great. You know, each one of them. They were good hard workers, good people, and it was hard. Mainly, Cece was very difficult because he was going through a drug period. But you know, they worked hard. I did it. I recorded it digitally. It's the only album I ever did digitally because I knew there were going to be lots and lots of punch-ins and corrections. You know, and it was much easier to do that digitally than analog. You know, after we got through most of Cece's guitar breaks and fills, it was fine. You know, it was a good. It was a good album. I think I had one guest musician, maybe two. I had a guy who came in and played harmonica for Brett. Actually, Willie Nelson's harmonica player.
Anything stand out on Every Rose Has Its Thorn? Did you know that was going to be the mega hit?
Absolutely. Never dealt with, the only other song that was that obvious, Girls was obvious. Cat Scratch Fever was obvious. And Every Rose. He played it. You know, we were rehearsing, and I brought my guitar to the rehearsal. And he said, I have a song I need to play for you. So I gave him my guitar, and he played it, the whole song through. And I said, okay, that is a really good song. I'd love to do that, and I'd like you to play that very guitar, and I want you to play the rhythm guitar. So that's what happened. And it was a very simple kind of a country song, I thought, and then I orchestrated the shit out of it. I made it into this rather lush, kind of a power ballad. It's just how it developed, but it was the right thing to do for the song. Apparently, you know, it was the only number one song I ever had.
Looking at the stats on that one, you know, a lot of them, it seems like it'd be like, oh, they sold 1-2 million quickly, and then maybe like 5-10 years later they were certified triple or quadruple. But that one was certified by, it said like 91, it was certified 5 times platinum.
Yeah, it was a big one. Twisted Sister record has the strongest legs, even though they didn't have a huge hit like that. Actually sells better than the Poison record.
That's remarkable. You'd said that in the last interview, but we didn't discuss that. So I guess because they're still putting it in commercials and stuff like that?
Well, no, not just the commercials. You know, here's a band that really disappeared after that record. You know, and they don't tour in this country. They just didn't do anything, and they didn't make any records after the one after mine. I can't remember the name. They had Leader of the Pack. I know Dieter Dierks did it, but I don't remember the name of it even. But the deal is that they are steady sellers. I really don't know why.
Remarkable. And would you say out of like all the records you've done, is that one of the top or the top that you probably still make residuals from?
Yeah, it's one of the top, absolutely.
What would you say are your top few?
You know, that and probably Poison, and, you know, Motley is surprisingly modest. Even with 3 records. You
haven't seen like an increase since the movie came out?
No. Well, I don't know yet. I saw one. There was one payment that was a bit disappointing, and I question that. But it was a specific organization that tracks certain streaming, vehicles. It's hard to explain, but yeah, I thought there would be a very big push, a very big response. But there wasn't. It sure as wasn't like Queen.
After that movie came out, just an explosion. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. I mean,
towards the end of the year, I guess Spotify did something where it was like almost bragging rights of how many fans you garnered and how many listens and all this and hours and all that. I thought it was quite funny that Motley Crue didn't post theirs. I'm assuming Spotify sent images to the bands, to post. And I didn't
know about this at all.
I just thought it was curious because how they were talking, the only reason we're coming back is because of the new fans demand it, and there's a huge increase in the listening, yet they didn't show their stats. So I thought that was a little suspect.
Oh, that's interesting. Very interesting.